So what is up, everybody? Back to the talk. We're going to be talking about this past summer. Maybe you guys are wondering what I've been doing and talk about this next year. So this past summer, I've done quite a lot of stuff. Gone to Cal Poly for a friend's graduation. That was fun planning the trip and just meeting my friends and that stuff. Could be doing that next year. Also went to the East Coast for a week. Saw DC, saw New York, saw Boston. I absolutely love skyscrapers, I don't know why. Yeah, but we also we also bought a ski pass over there because I was like, hey, stop procrastinating. If you really want to go skiing, go skiing. And I'm like, yes, finally my life has value because I know there's this thing I like to do, especially during winter break. If I have nothing to do at home, maybe I'm gonna go skiing instead because I can go as many times as I want. I also turned 21. Great birthday, lots of support. Thank you to whoever made an entire video for me. Me can't thank you enough. And we also got money. Yes, that's great because everything, including the very sport called swimming, costs money. And life involves money. Finally got that from working a job this summer. And yeah. But out of these things, there's one thing that's more important for me. And that was just to embrace life. Like, maybe not try to suppress. Like, I feel like for a lot of time, I've just been trying to suppress anything. Anything when I just been trying to suppress life. Like, when I wasn't okay, I would just say, I'm doing fine, I'm doing all right, doing good. When in reality, I just wasn't fine at that time. And just learning that it's okay to not feel okay. And you don't have to, and maybe don't have to shut myself in a room for weeks at a time away from others because I feel like I can live life the way that I want to. And just also not live on survival mode. Like maybe stop treating everything as a zero sum game as much as some things may be a zero sum game in life. But yeah, let's shift to this next year. So there's a lot of stuff going on this next year, but namely the big thing we're going to be talking about is the fresh new swim season because yeah, I think you guys want to tune into that. You know anything about me? I am competitive. I want to go to Nats one more time because hey, it's nice to go there 4 times instead of 3 times. I want to, keep dropping times, potential relay spots because I love swimming relays because you never go faster than you do in a 200 freestyle relay from position 2, 3, or 4, especially position 4, I guess. But there's a big thing to talk about in this because competitiveness oftentimes does lead to jealousy. Yes, that's a big thing. And it's not something that people have talked about for a long time, but after talking with some swimmers personally, I very well know, and based off my own experiences, I know it exists. Like, like at the top swimmers, you'll see this one guy who literally like never comes to practice and just randomly blasts a 44-1 free. And then there's another swimmer who's literally nowhere near that fast and is like training his or her butt off just to go like 48 or something. Yeah, I do wish I could be faster, but just gotta live with what I have. Jealousy exists everywhere, relay spots, just even just trying to feel valued as on your own, or just being like, when it comes to going to nationals, you're like, why do I not get to go while this person gets to go? And one thing I try to think about to mitigate this was just back to when I came in, as the swimmers, we all have one thing in common. If you want to be like, if you really want to, if you're someone who wants to join, you're kind of like joining for a reason because you love the sport in a way, right? And if we want to love the sport, we want to be in a community. We want to all be part of this. And the best way to be part of this is to support each other to, support each other, to have each other's backs, to work together at practice through hard sets, through rain. That's how we become closer. And I just think back to like when I came in, I if I was a freshman myself and I saw this club, I don't think I'd want to see, people mistreating each other, people literally trash talking each other all the times in front of others. As I would want to see people who are supportive of each other, who want each other to genuinely want each other to succeed in life. And I literally witnessed that in the days leading up to Nationals 2023, where a lot of the people were literally like doing everything in their power to get me there. Even though this is for another story, but I kind of was not the best roommate. But anyways, the point is, swimming doesn't have to be a zero-sum game. And one last thing I'll probably tell myself is, hey, maybe let's not obsess over PBs, especially early in the season when I'm just trying to kind of work technique and, yeah. Because early season doesn't always correspond to what you do at Nats. Anyways, enough talk. Hope you learned something. Maybe you got a new perspective. And I'll see you later.